Once you learn to love yourself, loving others who look like you will come easy. I'm here to pop the chains off the mentally enslaved. No more derogatory names, we made it cool to be a slang. I admit I let that word slip, forgetting all the history of pain that it came with. I'm talking whips and chains, Africans dying on slave ships. You out your cotton picking mind to think that name don't carry weight. When it comes to self-hatred, I refuse to regurgitate. When I see a brother or a sister, I salute them. I got nothing but love and respect for them. Black kings and queens who were stripped away from the motherland, but through it all we still standing. We have to stop thinking like our oppressor, thinking it's cool to chase down a black man like he's a runaway slave and send him to an early grave. Once you learn to love yourself, loving others who look like you will come easy. We was mentally trained to think otherwise. For example, look us in the music, TV shows and movies. Once you learn to love yourself, loving others who look like you will come easy. We was mentally trained to think otherwise. For example, look us in the music, TV shows and movies. Once you learn to love yourself, loving others who look like you will come easy. We was mentally trained to think otherwise. For example, look us in the music, TV shows and movies. They say a man's mind isn't fully developed until he reaches the age of 25. Meanwhile, you have done everything you learned from all the entertainment you've seen since the age of 5. We all live with regrets. Growing up, I was my best. I did porn school, but every rapper lyric I knew. Such a shame. If you was to ask me how to spell the words, at that time I couldn't tell you. Program was meant to fail you. That's why it's important to protect the youth, monitor what they watch and listen to. He watched Scarface at the age of 10, 6 years later you wondering why he's hustling. You gotta be strict on them. Yeah, now they're little boys, but they grew up to learn to love yourself, loving others who look like you will come easy. We was mentally trained to think otherwise. For example, look us in the music, TV shows and movies. Once you learn to love yourself, loving others who look like you will come easy. We was mentally trained to think otherwise. For example, look us in the music, TV shows and movies. Once you learn to love yourself, loving others who look like you will come easy. We was mentally trained to think otherwise. For example, look us in the music, TV shows and movies. Hip-hop has changed, it's a different vibe from the 80s. And it wasn't perfect then. With each generation it gets more crazy, meaning more lazy. It used to be more meaning in their message, with more effort. Now everybody on track sounds dyslexic after hearing MC's words from their lyrical deliveries back then. I remember searching the dictionaries. It used to be an honor being a wordsmith. Albums used to be viewed like books from your rapper list. I understand giving your perception of how you see life and death with the music industry now. It's just sex and death, that's why we doing from what we hear. You don't know it, but it's really hypnosis. How many times did drill songs in your head before you didn't like it? Now every word you know it. Yeah, I just exposed it.